Hey everybody, it's Saturday today and I'm on the other side of the world. Yep, I thought I'd treat you all guys to some time with me here in Canada. What do you think? Am I in Toronto, Vancouver, or neither? Here's a clue, folks. Yep. What's the clue, you might ask? Well, the clue is which side of the road they're driving on. Ta-da. Okay, so why am I sort of jaunting around in Trafalgar Square? Well, I was thinking to myself when I came into the centre today, why is it so quiet? I mean, we're talking, 28 days later type of quiet. Very peculiarly quiet. Even for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday it would have been quiet, but today's Saturday. So it kind of makes no sense, but then I thought to myself, aha, something's happening. There has to be something happening. And you know what? I was right. And that something happening explains why, as you'll see as I wander around, we have a lot of police visible. In fact, a hell of a lot of police visible. Now, sadly, folks, although I can bring you my wits and good humour, one thing I can't bring you is lovely weather, sunshine, brightness, good light. Why? It's kind of a bit of a gloomy day. It's not terrible, but yeah, I mean, it's fairly gloomy. See, even the police don't want to talk to us, guys. No smiles. They're like, oh, it's gloomy. I don't want to be outside. One thing I'm going to have to be very careful of here, though, today is the music that's being played in the background. So I'm going to continue talking while I wander around, making very sure that I don't get too close to that music. But there are a hell of a lot of police on the street today. And the reason being, there is a massive protest later. It's not going to hit exactly here. It's a stop the bombing protest. Palestine or pro-Palestine march. But today it's going to be a little bit different. That's the National Gallery, by the way, folks. Today it's a stop the bombing of the Houthi rebels, that is. Yeah, a stop the bombing march. So there we have it. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting day. Notice there's going to be speakers and so on up here. They're going to be chatting to the crowd. Got a huge screen that's being configured. Now, it's only briefly going to hit this spot. It'll go past Trafalgar Square, along Embankment, I believe. Now, why is that relevant? Well, it means that it shouldn't, unless something changes or it's very unexpected, it should not affect the operation of horse guards or indeed the horses. But look, police are already fanning out to close the roads at that end. Yeah, that incidentally, guys, noticed on the sign it does say Trafalgar Square. That's the Canadian Embassy. Canadians, you really do have one of the very best buildings in London. Probably the best consular building, I think, that I've come across. And that's in a city that has a lot of very, very beautiful consular buildings. But yeah, the Canadian one kind of takes the biscuit. The maple syrup biscuit, of course. Okay, so let's stroll along, guys. See, look, they've closed the area around the lions. Look, no one is getting on the lions today. Even if you buy a lion bar in the shop, it still doesn't entitle you to climb and clamber over the lions, as a lot of tourists like to do here at Trafalgar Square. It is closed, sealed. And I'm going to guess that as well as this being closed and nobody being allowed anywhere near, the same will be true of the Cenotaph and the area immediately around it. For obvious reasons. I mean, sensitive sites, etc. So we don't know. Go ahead, guys. It's actually super annoying when people stop and kind of watch what I'm doing behind and think that they can't walk in front, but better to be polite. Let me ask the officers. Officer, can I ask you something? Is the protest coming past here or going along Embankment towards...
At some point, it starts in Bank,
yep.
There's a route.
Along the river though, I think today's route, no? Or...
Parts of Embankment, it's not all of Embankment.
Okay, are you expecting it will hit Whitehall and Horse Guards, or probably not?
Eventually, like down there, but there's also a bit of form up here.
Oh.
That's what we're here.
Okay.
Thankfully, I'm grateful I don't have to walk too far.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, so they should be coming, I think it is coming from up there, but...
I don't remember seeing so many of you out and about in high vis on Saturdays, and I'm out every Saturday, so expecting a big one, yeah, today? Big protest.
So possibly.
Yeah.
But if there's 5 people here, then at least I get to go home.
Always an upside.
We'll see.
It's damn cold though, no, for to be standing around.
It's why I'm wearing loads of layers. Keep yourself warm.
Have a good day, chap. Okay, folks. Right, please seem in a jolly and relatively jovial mood. My man here, getting ready to join the protest later. Lots and lots and lots of very, very visible police, which I say is a positive. Even the officer said it's a positive. Why? He said if something kicks off, we've got the numbers. If it doesn't, I'm going home early. Simple. I mean, that's a very logical explanation of the ups and downs, potential benefits and caveats of being a police officer in the Metropolitan Police on a protesting Saturday. Let's go with a red camera phone, trying to get a selfie with the officers there. Look, she's spotted a good-looking boy in the background. She's like, you know what? I want him in my picture. And I can't say I blame her. There we are. Oh, more police heading down onto Whitehall. Now the good news is that, as I said, and the officer confirmed, they're not expecting that Whitehall will be a destination. However, as we've seen in the past, and this is the reason they fan out, sometimes the main group does splinter somewhat, meaning that people end up all over the place. We've seen it before. I'm going to walk in the road, kind of, because I hate this little corner. It's so chocker normally. Good numbers today, folks. You can see very, very modestly populated, the centre. I don't know what that will translate to in terms of horse guards, but we're going to find out very, very soon, because that is where we're going right now. Oh yes. Oh, Tories have found a red phone box. Weird enough, actually, guys. I've walked along here, I don't know, 500 times in the last year. I don't ever remember seeing this red phone box. Look, look. That's what we call a happy tourist. Look, ooh, look. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that one. It's not new. It was there before. I just don't remember seeing it before. Okay. Oh, look. That officer just came out the pub. He went in for a cheeky pint. He's hoping his commanding officer is not going to see that. I mean, I'm not going to tell him. I would never put it on YouTube, so who's going to find out? Nothing wrong with having, 4 or 5 pints before you go to work. Unless, of course, you're a heart surgeon, in which case you should probably have 7 or 8. Okay, I'm right. I'm marching in the middle of the street, guys, as is something I often do. Oh, incidentally, somebody wrote in the comments yesterday something like, I hate it when you call us guys, or please don't call us guys. How should I address you lovely viewers? If I address you as viewers, then people look at me all the time like I'm on a live stream. And that's when they try and jump in. So, folks, people, guys, girls, like bros, I mean, what would you like me to call you, folks? How would you like me to address all of you collectively is my question. I thought that guys was kind of alright, but hey, I mean, if somebody doesn't like it, it means I'm not doing my inverted commas job properly. Okay, they haven't closed Whitehall, and that's telling. That means they're not expecting anything major along here, but as I said, it will only need a couple of 100 people to break off the main protest, and boom, off it would kick. Very large group of police actually in the middle of the pavement. Sidewalk for you guys in the US. Yes, they're on the sidewalk. Oh god, actually wait, apparently somebody just told them there's some guy with a camera that looks very threatening. He's about 6'2", very fair head, speaks English quite well. Bit of an idiot, to be fair, apparently the guy, that's what the description said. So I guess they don't mean me. Let's see. It was fun, guys, if that's the end. Oh, gosh, I was so nervous. I thought that was it. They're really going all over the place, these small groups of officers. They've got it very well covered this morning. I did read yesterday, actually, in the newspaper that all leave was cancelled this weekend in London for the Metropolitan Police. Makes sense, I guess. It does make sense. But what doesn't make sense is how a beautiful fluffy horse like this didn't turn to say hello to us. Good morning, horsey. Look. Oh, wait, he's noticed that we're here. Wait, he's talking. What is he saying? He's saying, I don't really want to talk to you, to be honest, John, because I was expecting that you'd be here yesterday when I arrived, but you weren't. Horsey, I'm sorry, chap. Okay, please, I'm really sorry. I don't normally like to break a date when I've arranged it, so I promise that next time we agree to meet, I will not be a day late. Deal? Shake your head if we have the deal, yeah? Don't be shy. It's okay. All right. I understand. I will be more respectful of your time, Mr. Horse. I will be doing my usual thing, people, and looking at the numbers. We all know why. However, it being pretty chocker here, surprisingly busy. It's busier here than anywhere else in the centre today. It being this busy here leads me to think that this will be the focal point for tourists that are out and about in London today, trying to avoid everything else. What's that? Does this guy ever stop talking? Horsey, look, chap, I'm sorry. Yep, he's disgusted with us. Okay, we're going to go to the other end. Let's see. Big protest. It's not coming along here though, no, it's going to go along the river. There's a lot of police this morning. Again. Nice. Right. Yeah, look, they're all over. That's why they've closed the lines at Trafalgar Square. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Is it just us today? I haven't seen anyone else. Quiet so far, or kind of normal? Oh, goodness me. Oh, yeah, go on. Coming in by car?
Coming in by car. He came in the other day. That's quite a good video of it because he walked down from the gate.
I think realistically, probably because it's too flipping cold to be riding over. Don't forget, they are not wearing as much kit as the troopers. The captain's kind of underdressed relatively, no cloak and stuff. Oh, okay, folks. Sorry, just talking to Busker. Here's the guard doing his very first round since I arrived, at least. Anyway, here he is. Look, stomp, stompy, pompy. I've actually noticed that the side gates at the back are also closed. Oh, hold on. Hey, dude, all good? Were you here yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything interesting? Yeah. I was dead yesterday. Didn't happen.
Yes, dead, but yeah, have some people see it.
Busker said one of the horses went a bit crazy. They're spinning around again.
I think 5 times.
Oh wow. Is it still here, that horse, or it went? The one with big fluffy feet. Folks, I'm going to get out of the way of the guard because he's coming in a minute and it's very busy. It's actually busier than I would have thought. It really is. Look, it's problematic getting close. Hold on, let me not walk in the road for a moment. Looking at the clock, 15 minutes to. That gives me just enough time, if I can squeeze my way in slowly, to maybe get those hoof numbers. Again, folks, there's a very good chance that even with the numbers, I'm not going to know which horses they are because it's the troop that's missing from the list. Still. But hey, if you don't try, you don't succeed. Okay, I'm right at the front. Let's have a little look, see if I can zoom in and get that number. Oh, somebody actually asking the guard if I can get a picture, and the guard said, yeah. See that? Oh, he's actually helping to position his kids. How lovely. That's very kind. What a thoughtful guard. That's, oh wow, look at that, that's amazing.
Zane, look at me, not the arse. Thank you very much. Cheers, pal.
They never do that, chap. That was really kind of they never.
I've seen this before.
That was super chill. You got lucky there with the boys. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come on then, boys. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Well, so nice. I've never seen that before, honestly. Dad was over the moon. He was super happy about that, and I can understand why, because we've never seen that. The guards actually briefly paused and stopped to give a super picture. Even the horsey was looking at the camera. Right, I've got the hoof number. Is it on the list? No idea. Let's see. Probably not, in all likelihood. I was wondering whether the troop had changed yesterday, but I wasn't here, so there's no way of knowing. Right, let's have a little peek at that list, folks. Yep, it's that missing troop. Oh, oi! It's a cheeky little nipper. You see this? It's not Tyranny, folks. I can tell you that because the hoof number is different. I've got Tyranny's hoof number on the list very clearly. This horse, whose number shall remain between myself and the horse, is not on the first two lists. It's annoying because I've got the number both sides of the horse as well. 1 digit lower up, 1 digit higher. So this horse is still in that missing troop. But I knew that already when we arrived because of the guards. The one at the other end I don't know yet, but I will have a peek in a second when the officer goes, just to make 100% sure. Because it's possible, as we saw the other day, we could have a mixed troop. For example, horse 1 could be from 1 troop, other horse could be from 2 troop or 3 troop. It's a bit up in the air. Let's have a look, see if I can just spot it. It's a very distinctive horse, so it'll be interesting to see from the actually a very distinctive looking horse. I'm pretty sure it's not Valiant, as some of you call it. I mean, we always pronounce it as Valiant here. Valiant and Valiant, Valiant. Tomato. 1 second. Oh, it's always walking in the front. 1 minute. We've got a super clear snap of the foot. Oh, okie dokie. Right, I've got the number. Let's have a look. It's the same. Yeah, the 2 horses are from the same troop, guys. It's the missing troop. Again, got 1 number below, but not number above. One thing I am wondering today, looking at the officers and the movement here, there's a very good chance that if a few people do come along, break off from the main group at the Trafalgar Square end, they will take the horses off. Yep, the police are very, very, very much having a good look at what's going on here today at the front, which is unusual. I can just tell by their body language. I'd love to know which horse this is, the name of this horse. I will find out, but that's a very distinctive looking horse. Look at those massive, really beautiful socks, 4 of them. Completely uniform looking, this horse as well. What a lovely horse, eh? I mean, really lovely. Oh, I had to do a double take then, guys. I thought I was watching The Shining with Jack Nicholson. Anything missing is that little tricycle in The Shining where they're riding down the corridor in the hotel. Well, actually, that plus the snow. Well, no snow either. Oops, sorry. Almost filmed that guy's nostril hairs, people. Do you remember seeing this horse before? This looks like a new one, though.
Apparently, I was told that there was a new horse here yesterday.
This is really unusual, this horse.
This horse looks more like a Shire horse.
Yeah.
Not like a race horse at all.
Yep, look how big those hooves are.
Did you say they were
massive.
a mixture?
They are. This one is much more, looks like a drum horse than one of the normal cav horses, isn't it? Really nice looking horse.
It's a muscular horse, isn't it?
Yep.
The one that he was on yesterday was literally like a race horse.
I'm not going to get stamped by this one. Yeah, 100% the other one. More thoroughbred at that end. Very good looking horses though. Quite a friendly horse, in fact. Oh, he's like, that's enough touching of me, Frenchy girl, with your beret. Oh, they're having a real moment here. Not sure I should be filming this, guys. It's quite private and personal. Brilliant. That's what it's all about. I think the horse is little bit content with that, to be honest. They're not being mauled today, as you can see. It is busy, but people are not mauling the horses. Like the other horse is looking at us. He's like, hold on, chap, you haven't really bothered to talk to me yet. Look, at the other end. He's like, why are you this end? Come back and speak to me. Getting all bashful now, look. He's like, okay, I'm not going to talk to you if you don't talk to me. This one, honestly, guys, real beauty, eh? Absolute beauty of a horse. No idea if it's a new one. It could be. As I said, it's in that missing troop, which I'm still working on, and it's proving harder than I thought, I can tell you that. But hey, tenacity pays off, and one thing I've got is a very tenacious nature. So we'll get there in the end. Anyway, the two horses we're looking at now will swap over in roughly 10 minutes. Will we recognise over the other two? No idea. This horse though, that we're looking at now, I am pretty sure I've never seen before. The lifeguards left on, let me think, Saturday. They came back yesterday morning. They would have left on Wednesday. So this horse, yeah, I was wondering when I initially pulled up whether it was actually Valiant again, but it's not. And the hoof number confirms that. Funny enough, in fact, excuse me, I didn't even recognise the trooper that just came out. I'm not sick, just got a frog in my throat. There we are. I think it's gone. Bro, if you go much closer, the horse is going to bite your phone. Oh, somebody wanted to be in my video. Look at this. Police are flooding out now. Other police are on the phone. I'm definitely thinking that there's a potential of a shutdown here, to be quite honest. I mean, I hope not, but there is a definite potential. Yeah, I mean, just look at the movement. Look. How unusual, eh, folks? I will try and find out in a second. There's somebody that I know quite well. See whether he thinks or not they're going to close it. It's a 50-50, in my opinion. It really is. They're fanning out all over the place. Look. At least they've got it well under control. If something kicks off, we will see. I'll ask in a minute if he thinks they're going to close it. It's a 50-50, I would say, at the moment. Looking at the body language. 1 second. Yeah, I don't want to listen over their. Wait, I'm not going to listen over their conversation. Let's keep an eye. So we're in the yard. Let's have a look at what these naughty tourists are doing over there. I will find out, guys. I just need to speak to somebody when they're alone and not with many other people. But if they do pull it, it's going to happen really fast. We've seen it before when there's a protest or something else going on. Everything here is relatively normal. 2 seconds later, boom, horses are straight off into the stable area, and then they remove the chitsman and the gatesman. Let's hope it doesn't happen, folks. At least for the next 45 minutes, until the end of my video. Oh, a lovely little moment they're having there. C'est super. Loving the tourist fashions, actually. Some tourists are supremely well dressed for the cold weather, especially those that are from warmer southern climes. And yes, I did say climes, not climates. Climes. Oh wow, there's actually, hold on a second, I'm going to go over the road in a second. There's a huge number of police vans all lined up. It looks like they're going all the way down to the river, actually. Some of the officers are at the front here. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Very. Let's have a little peek. Let me ask some of the officers here. Do you think horse guards will close today, guys?
Sorry?
Do you think horse guards will close? No?
Yeah.
I've never seen as many of you on high vis on a Saturday.
There's a protest.
But I thought they were going along the river, not along Whitehall.
I think they're coming down here.
Oh God,
at
again.
some stage, yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know, because they tend to spill over,
Yep.
so we can't be sure. But I think this is, from what we've been told, this should be open.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. A hell of a lot of you if anything happens,
Yeah.
especially that end.
Well, they're predicting a lot of people, 300, maybe up to 300. Well, they're saying, the organisers are saying 500,000.
Oh, that many?
Yeah,
Okay, that explains it.
300,000 is probably around the amount what people get. So
I read yesterday that they cancelled all police leave in London for today, so
Probably.
all the bodies out on the
Probably,
street, yeah?
Yeah, but that's quite a normal thing for us anyway. We're used to it. So.
Even in this weather. Hey, have a good day. Oh, yeah, it is cold, guys. Yeah, I do not envy them at all today. I really don't. Oh, oops! He got a little nick. a nip then, this kid, look. He got a real nip. I don't know who this cheeky nipper is though, folks. Which is a bit annoying, but anyway. Okay, as I mentioned, let's pop across. Let's see where they're all forming up. Lot of bodies. Now luckily most officers are wrapped up super well. Some of them wearing balaclavas as well as snoods and everything else, and you know what, they fucking need it. Mittens plus leather gloves over the top. That's what I've done today. In fact, that's a smart option. Woolly interior and then leather exterior. But we're walking toward the Ministry of Defence, okay? This is Horseguards Avenue, this street here. It leads from Horseguards, obviously behind me. Turn back. There we are. That is all of Horseguards, guys, squeezed into one frame. Don't know if that is all, which shop they've just come from with all of that kit. This is Horseguards Avenue, a very heavily populated Horseguards Avenue, as you can see today. Let me have a little stroll down to the end, and then I'll come back over and spend the rest of the time at Horseguards. But these vans, not all of them, but some of them, are completely full of officers. Waiting to see if they're going to be assigned. I think they're probably doing like 1 or 2 hours on and 1 or 2 hours off, because there is no way on earth anyone is going to be outside standing in a static position for hours and hours. It's simply too cold. This is why I try and keep moving when I'm out and about, folks, because otherwise it gets really cold really quick. At least you've got a bit of motion, a bit of movement. It makes it a lot easier to keep warm, etc. But how's about that, eh, guys? This is the Ministry of Defence, which, as you can see at the moment, most civil servants, of course, not being at work as it's the weekend, is pretty much deserted. Beautiful building, though, isn't it, folks? I mean, it really is a glorious building. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice they've closed the front gates. I mean, it makes sense because it's the weekend, but I've never marched over here and had a good look at the weekend. There it is. Ho, ho, ho. The bong in the background, in the distance, is the clock over Horseguards. It's exactly 12 noon, which means they're going to bring out new horses. We'll head back over and spot them in a few minutes. What I will try and do in just a moment is show you the courtyard of the new Raffles Hotel. Monument, eh? This is... oh, of course it's the Gurkha Monument. Duh, silly me, we were here a few weeks ago, weren't we? When the Gurkhas were having a protest day for equal pay with their British Army colleagues here opposite the Ministry of Defence. But that architecture, folks, if I didn't tell you, if you didn't know we were in London, that looks very Parisian. I mean, this building is notably Parisian. Whitehall Court it's called. I have no idea what it is, whether it's residential or hotel, but really beautiful building, magnificent building, to be honest. Wouldn't mind living there. And look at that for a view of the wheel, guys, the London Eye out the back. Beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's really, really beautiful. I have no idea if the chap here, security guy, will let us have a little wander in. I'll ask him. Worst way, he's going to say get lost. A second. Courtyard is beautiful. Is it okay to go and look at the courtyard?
Unfortunately,
No?
cameras
Oh, no cameras allowed.
allowed.
Okay, I understand. Beautiful though, I mean the architecture is amazing there. Thank you. Okay, so no cameras, no photography allowed, as he said. I guess they're being cautious. One, there's a lot of places you can see, but more importantly, they don't want negative PR. In other words, if I went and said something bad, they can't control it. We've seen quite a lot of, schmaltzy videos on TikTok and on other social media platforms, specifically covering the restaurants and so on in that new hotel. Makes sense. The Guards Bar, everybody, at the OWO, Old War Office. It's funny because OWO can also mean something else in London slang terminology. I'm not going to tell you what because it's naughty, but I really think they didn't get that when they decided to name the hotel the OWO. A little bit of an unfortunate choice, but there we are. All good?
Yeah.
Going to be an interesting day for you, isn't it?
I know where they're coming. Do you know where they're coming from? This or
Trafalgar Square along the
then
river,
back
but they're expecting maybe some small groups will
that's
splinter
what I
off.
was thinking. So I'm just trying to get in the middle of it, make sure I get the drink.
This is a good spot.
You'll have a good day anyway.
Just follow the police.
I know. Yeah, but that's what's down there.
See you later, Tony. Right, folks, let's go over. Okie dokie. Oh, hold on just a second. Where's the changeover? The guards haven't changed over. Wait, why have they not changed over? Now I'm super confused. It's 3 minutes past noon, and the horses haven't changed. What am I missing? Hold on a second. Let me, where's Busker? Let me ask Busker. Something is afoot. It's packed. I mean, look how many people there are coming in and out of the gate. Look. But why have they not changed over the horses? I've got to be missing something. 1 second, let me ask. If anyone's going to know, it will be Busker. 1 second. Do you know why they didn't change them over? It's 12 noon. No change. It should be on the hour, isn't it? Yeah.
In the morning, I know they can do like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're on an inspection day, but right now it's 3 minutes past 12. No, it's always on. That's very weird. When the bell tolls on the hour. Ah, odd. Tourist happiness. I don't know, folks. I have no clue at all why they didn't. Let me try and find out. Oh, hold on. Someone's screaming. It's super loud. Morning, guys. You change them over on the hour. They do it at 1:15.
Yeah.
Ah, I thought I was going mad. It's like
No. You're kind of winging it right now.
expecting a normal day though. Like, it's not going to close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Wow, the Busker's right. Now, I don't know why that is, folks. I've never seen it. I'm not aware of it ever happening before. It's not something I know about, but yeah, 1:15. So they've moved it. Now, why have they done that? I've got absolutely no idea. I'm not going to pretend otherwise, because normally we know the changeover of the boxman, regardless of what happens with the chitsman and the gatesman, the changeover of the boxman is always right on the hour, spot on the hour. Bizarre. Winging it is what I was told. You heard that, winging it. So we'll just have to see what happens next, I guess. How unusual though. Unless for some reason things were a little bit off this morning, they started late, because I'm guessing that the ordinary pattern is to change every hour after they begin. So if, for example, the first horses this morning were running late, they came out at 1:15, which is possible, I don't know, I wasn't here. If they came out at 10:15, something was late, they would then spend 1 hour before changing over, which would explain the 1:15 change every hour. Never come across it before, guys, ever. And you can look through all of my videos. I never ever remember the boxman changing at any time other than strictly on the hour. Really good, solid numbers here of people, look. So I actually timed it quite well, didn't I, with my little jaunt over to the Ministry of Defence. I was expecting they would have changed the horses before I got back here at Horseguards, but nope. I was tempted to head to Downing Street, but I'm not going to go that far, guys, because then we will miss the changeover. And I'll be so sad with these beautiful fluffy monsters. Actually, somebody did give me, the person that gave me that tip by email, folks, about actually wait, let's not go there. Thank you guys for the emails in the last couple of days. Much appreciated. Wow, just having a real good look at the tack. Whilst it's relatively, yeah, definitely, I wouldn't say it's quiet, but relatively quiet. So I'm just doing some sort of semi-silent photography whilst I'm so filming. Horsy's playing with a bit, isn't he? A little teeny weeny bit. Oh. It's another new cheeky nipper. No idea which one. Cheeky nipper. Who's getting nipped next? My one is on this horse. This horse is definitely in there. No doubt about it at all. He says before the fifth foot appears, fifth leg. Please close one of the side gates. I guess that way they can keep the traffic into a very specific place. Okay. I see a few interesting things looking up very, very, very closely at the tack. Hey, all good? Yeah? It's funny because I wasn't sure why they hadn't been taken already. Now apparently it's going to be a normal day here, but then Oscar said they're changing over every 15 minutes past. I don't know if that means they're going to swap the horses now or whether that's it for today. Guess we'll find out in a second. I honestly don't know, guys. 1 minute the officer's saying they think it's going to be a normal day. The next minute we're hearing 1:15 done. Sorry, Chuck. It's all right. Let's see what happens. I'm wondering, in fact, if this mare could be Venus. That star looks very, 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 very familiar to me. I know that Venus is a mare, and there are not that many mares in the lifeguards, but I'm not going to call it, folks, until we know. I'm guessing some intel has come along that something or someone might be coming unusual. You wouldn't be getting this otherwise, would we? Like a Met Police join the Ministry of Defence Police at the front gate. I'm trying to get a sort of an interesting picture for the video thumbnail. I do try and focus on getting a very good image, because not only does it give you more of an indication of what the video is about, but it shows you a bit of the architecture, a bit of the colour, and a little bit of what to expect in the video. And I think of this pretty much sums it up.
So you won't feel like, as a tourist, you won't feel scared of.
TSG vans as well. That's the sort of, how to say, I don't like to just jump in there with riot police, but I mean fundamentally that's what they are. See that blue van over there, guys? Territorial Support Group, TSG, riot police. They will have the full kit. So if something does kick off, they'll be out very, very quickly. One thing we haven't seen though yet anywhere at all, even walking along Whitehall, are police horses. Unusual. Very rare that we're here for any length of time without seeing police horses. So my money is on the police horses being kitted up. I think we might well see them in blankets and riot gear. Not long to wait, and then we'll know.
Mommy will be fine. You ready? Got it.
Oh wait, the trooper is giving hand signals in the yard. Now are those signals that's it? Hold on, I really can't see. Hold on. Here he comes.
Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm so jealous. See you later. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
No idea what he said, but clearly he said something. I really hope, folks, I really hope that they're not going to pull the horses. That would be such a shame if they decide to lock everything down. Bearing in mind the protest is not supposed to come along Whitehall, but I'm thinking that they might have been watching as the group started to form at Bank, which is a good 30-40 minute walk from here. If, as expected, the officers mentioned earlier, they are going to get a number of 500,000 plus, then of course they're going to close this place. Why? Because that way they've got a lot of officers free. A lot of troopers. Hey, look, all the troopers are heading off. Look, spreading out, heading off. Some are going back over, I think, toward Hyde Park. Wow. Okay, this is curious. I've never seen this many troopers out and about. Yeah, they're going to close it, folks. Look, 100% is being shot. Damn. I mean, I'm happy in the respect that we got here in time to see everything, but I'm actually really surprised that, yeah, that's it. They're closing it.
Please leave the tilt yard.
Oh, yeah, it's closed, folks. Everyone's being chucked out. Look, they closed the gates at the back. We got here absolutely in the nick of time, didn't we, to get a good solid video of what's happening. Everyone's out. Yeah, that's it. Done. Closing the tilt yard. I really thought the tilt yard would be open for most of the day, but nope. Sadly not, that's it. Damn it, I could have stayed in bed. I really thought they were going to keep it open. Oh, wow. Okay, that's it. Yeah, they were not expecting to close it, folks, but for whatever reason, as mentioned, that's it. Game over. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, that's it. Literally 20, 30 minutes ago, they said, nope, normal day. But I'm guessing so many people arrived for the protest, they thought, you know what, let's just close it, safer.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you mind stepping back behind those barricades, please? If you go back, we're going to move our horses.
Okay, here come the horses, everybody. This Met Police are helping out the Ministry of Defence Police today with keeping everybody way back behind the infamous bollards. This is a new one, everyone. We've not seen this before, have we? Extraordinary. And we've seen everything here in the past 6, 7, 8 months, but this. Yeah, that's it. Huh? Boom. 9:15 guys, game over. Horses off, then they're going to lock it all. Okay, here comes the NCO. I'll make sure I'm back way behind the bollard. Bye-bye, horses. Got front row seat though, guys, didn't we, for the closure? We were right in the middle. Folks, I haven't seen this many change since that S&M night at my student union.
Yeah. Yes.
Tourists are well aware of the demonstration too. The conversations on my right.
Sorry. It's due to go on until about 4:30.
Yeah, Palestinian Solidarity March, folks. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, primarily a stop the bombing of the Houthis in Yemen march. Tempers are high. Makes sense.
But yeah, it's going to be a large thing.
Officers quoting 300,000. Officer earlier said 500,000. Either way, those numbers are colossal. So it's not really a surprise that everything's being shut down. Look at this. Exceedingly lucky with our timing again today, though. We really were. Oh, I just wonder why the troopers are back out. They've come to grab the signs, taking the signs down. And checking along the front of the building. Very, very bizarre atmosphere here today, guys. Yeah, we've seen this place being closed down a lot. We've seen it being barricaded during the marathon. We've seen all kinds of things. Today, very different and very, very different. Yeah, even Busker's asking what's happening because none of us know, to be honest, whether that's it for the day.
We've got to overtake the signs in.
Ah, he's going to come along. The trooper's checking at the front there. He's going to come along and grab it, I think. There was another one that went that way. I don't know where he's gone. The trooper's going to take down the sign, I think. They're not going to leave them out, surely. Hive of activity here, actually. I don't know what they're looking for. They're walking along the front, checking everything. Unusual. Okay, signs are coming down, folks. Here comes the other trooper. He's going to take down this sign here. It's going to be the final sign to come down, and that'll be it for today. Yep. We're closed. Shut down. Well. Very unexpected turn of events. This is what we've got in front here. Loads of police all over the place. Ambulances. I don't know what's going to happen, folks, but that's it. Yep. The show is over, I fear. Actually, wait, I've just noticed. Hold on a second. I just noticed, actually, there are lots of TSG vans forming up outside the Ministry of Defence. We were there a little while ago. Those blue vans were not there. They are now. Just spot them. Starting to line up. If I zoom in, 1 second. See, notice those navy coloured vans, TSG vans. Okay, they're coming prepared just in case. And you know what? They're right. But that's it. Look, closed, locked. All the peasantry, myself included, tossed out onto the street like the worthless wretches that we all are. That's quite funny though. Oh, that's funny. One of the guys has just got there. He got 4 minutes of footage, then he's gone home. Oh dear. I mean, I'm laughing. Mine wasn't much better, but fundamentally, people, we did get a good amount, didn't we? Yeah. I don't think they're going to be open today. Even if they do, it's not going to be for an hour plus. Someone else just tried to film. He's already left. It's like, what's the point? Oopsie. That way's Downing Street, and there'll be an awful lot of police around the cenotaph and the entrance to Downing Street, 100%. I'm heading the other way. That's my way out of this chaos before they close all of us down, and there's not actually any way to get home. I can see it happening now. I really can. Wow, extraordinary. Okay, right. Let's head up to Trafalgar Square, where, ladies and gents, we will finish today. That went well, didn't it? Guys, seriously, no? Oh, it is what it is. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, everyone's laughing because we're all like, oh god, it was supposed to be, Saturday's the day that we all like. There's a big group of us, it's funny, a lot happens, but today, nope, it ain't happening. But, and I think you'd all agree with me, guys, the key thing is, one, that the horses and the troopers are safe. There's no point in having to produce an army of police at the front of horse guards just in case everything kicks off. It's easier just to close it. It is unfortunate, it is annoying, and it is bad luck, but it's absolutely the right call. But it really does now explain why it's so incredibly, almost post-apocalyptically quiet in central London. That madness back there we just saw as one thing, but as we walk back towards Trafalgar Square, yes, there are lots of high-vis yellow jackets all over the place on both sides of the road, but it's oddly devoid of crowds. Got it all now, so police, TSG, ambulance, and the fire brigade. Okay, I'm marching along the edge here. And I will, in all likelihood, finish today's brief video. Well, not that brief, but a briefer than usual at the Trafalgar Square end. See how awkward it is to walk on this little edge, guys? It's a sort of a big step down into the road. 3 levels. But it's the best way to avoid getting stuck in the tourist melee to my left. What a curious day. But definitely worth coming out for. Timing was good, people. Maybe if we'd gotten out 10 minutes earlier, it would have been perfect, but the timing was good. We got the essence of what has happened this morning, and for the first time ever, we captured what we thought was going to be a 15 minutes past changeover, but it ended up being a 15 minutes past closure. There we are. Even that didn't happen before. Normally it's a bit of chaos to sort of decide within a moment, hey, that's it, boom, and off go the horses. But yeah. I need to cut across the back of Trafalgar Square into St James's, so I will stay on the video until we get there. So we can call it a mini London City walk. Ah, okay, that's interesting. So at the end of this road, they're already starting to block it off. You can see those blue lights in the distance. That's the police. They're starting to close the road here. That road leads from the river, where the protest is going to march past, up towards Trafalgar Square. So they're going to seal. We've seen that before. They sealed this road before, and it makes perfect sense. I just realised actually, if I do try and cut through the back of Trafalgar Square, buskers there, singers, that is, not busker, the streamer, street buskers, which means the video will hit a copyright, so I'm not going to go across the back after all. I'm going to walk across the front here and finish up if we walk along Pall Mall. Yeah, you can hear the music over in the background. So this is what people are constructing, these enormous signs. They're going to take multiple people to hold them up. Look. It's crazy cold for a protest, like really, really, really cold. It'll be an interesting day though, for sure. I think it's going to be a huge turnout. I think it's going to be a big one, yeah?
Because there's been one for a month now.
A few weeks, but this many police everywhere. I'm surprised. There's not only this many.
Well, thinking will there be a bigger turnout because of what's been happening and so on?
I'm thinking the same, the Yemen situation, yeah?
Yeah. People are really eager because they've protested for so long, so maybe they'll get out there. So we'll see though.
Politicians don't listen. That's the only way to make them kind of take notice, isn't it? Yep, we agree on that. Have a good day. And it is proper cold now for this. You got no gloves.
I've been cold with this, supposedly, yeah.
Oh man, take it easy. Wow, top man, lovely guy, no gloves. He's braver than I am, I tell you. That's for sure. Goodness me. Right, let's head towards Pall Mall, folks, which is where we will finish up. So spend the time putting together that huge sign, constructing it, adding the pieces of wood to hold it up. It's going to take obviously 2 or 3 people to carry those. And my man back there is doing it with no gloves. Extraordinary. I mean, really extraordinary. That's what you call commitment. It doesn't matter which side of the political or religious side of the argument you're on. What matters is that he is a man of conviction, clearly, and a man of conviction is a man to be admired. Simple as that. Politics aside. Right. Let's cross back over. I'm sort of weaving back and forwards now. Back past Little Canada. Canadians. There we go. Look, again, an overdose of Canadianism. Is that even a word? I don't think it is. Try not to die with this taxi. Turned into a very, very peculiar walk, didn't it? My little Saturday horse guards. yeah, lots of people already arriving, going down to join the groups, and there will be a lot of groups. As the lovely chap said, first one for a while. First one this year, I think, isn't it? There wasn't one last week. So first one after a couple of weeks of no protest, but more importantly, there is a lot of anger, different reasons about what's happening in Yemen. Let's not go there. It is what it is. It's way above my pay grade. Vans full of officers just sitting there waiting in case they're needed. If they do get that sort of a turnout, 500,000 plus, it will be extraordinary. I mean, I don't think they'll get as high as 1 million, even though they did a few weeks ago. But given the weather, okay, and those protests when you're walking along at a very slow pace, stop, start, it's very hard to keep warm. You know, part of the reason I do keep moving, walking around here, there, as opposed to being in a static position, is that it's, you know, it's absolutely essential to keep warm. Oh. The happy Italian group, I think they are here. Look at the little picture with Nelson's column in the background. Tourist enthusiasm for this glorious city. It's something else, folks. I don't see this much joy in people's faces other than in Paris, and that's, you know, that's obvious because the buildings there are quite spectacular. Right, so we are now going on to Pall Mall. There's the street sign on the corner. Pall Mall, SW1. We've been here before, folks. I'm not going to go through the whole club list again, but this is, you know, Clubland proper. When one thinks about, you know, exclusive or private clubs in London, this is where the money is. It's not all those, you know, silly overpriced social clubs in Mayfair. This is where the money is. More important, this is where the power is. This in front of us, IOD, Institute of Directors. Probably closed. I'm pretty sure it's only open to Monday to Friday. If you are a company director, limited company director, somebody relatively important running a company in the UK, you can join the Institute of Directors and enjoy lovely lunches in there. The most glorious place, 116 Pall Mall, to network with your fellow directors and go about making yourselves even more money as you chit chat in the glorious library room. Going across Waterloo Place. If on this side we have the Athenaeum right in front of us, another rather exclusive club. It's so exclusive, folks, that they wouldn't even let me clean the steps. I even offered, I came along, I said, I'll even clean the steps with my tongue. I'll lick every speck of dirt off if you can let me join. They said, no, peasant, get out. So that was that, I was done. Okay, still much along Pall Mall. At the end of here we come to St James's Palace, and then to my right is the Ritz Hotel and Piccadilly, which is where we will end. But not just yet, everybody. That's the good part. The lovely clubs, Travellers, Reform Club, etc, etc. All sorts of other smaller clubs along here that look so exclusive. I don't even know what they're called. Many of them actually don't even have a plate outside identifying what they are. Look, I mean, you can just tell by the dirt, filth on the steps and those doors that basically say to anyone that wants to come in, hey, you cough, you're not coming in. You can tell that's exclusive. That's oldie English exclusiveness right there. Peasants get lost. Although, folks, it's actually the Royal Automobile Club, would you know? Oh, wait, it's next one, Reform Club. Next one, sorry, RAC's next one. Reform Club. It's the Reform Club. I was looking up at the flag thinking that's RAC, but no. It's the Reform Club. So Reform, I think RAC's next, then the ONC. Let's see if it's the ONC. Okay, Carlton Gardens. Ta-da! Carlton Club, up there. That's a political club, really. Tory, conservative political club. The Carlton Club. flags look so similar, folks. You can see behind me we just saw the Reform. The one coming up, again, navy looking flag just in the distance. That's the RAC, the Royal Automobile Club. That club is rather special because they have two things that no other club in London has. Okay, one, a full-size swimming pool, glorious plated swimming pool, absolutely spectacular, and more importantly, a hammam. Okay, 5 different rooms in the hammam, 5 different temperatures. You can go from sweating your whatever's off to being mildly warm. Again, very unusual for London. Here we are, look, important people heading in. Yes, I decided to go on to swim today. Thank you very much. Look, lovely, absolutely lovely. Yep, RAC Club. Road closures here as usual. Okay, so from the back, Travellers, Athenaeum, Reform, RAC, and the last one coming up here, the very final one, the best one at the end of the street, is the Oxford and Cambridge Club. It's actually quite unusual because most of the clubs on this street are closed at the weekend. Not all of them, but most of them. However, a couple of the clubs have accommodation. Okay, you can stay here, or you can book a room for a friend or whatever, and pay club prices, which is part of the attraction, especially for people that live abroad or people that are based in the UK but live a long way from London, because you pay club prices, club rates, and not those extraordinary typical London hotel rates. Incidentally, I never saw this before, guys. This house, blue plaque, look at this. Gainsborough used to live here. One of the most famous equine painters of all time lived here from 1727 to 1788. Thomas Gainsborough, artist. Wow, wow, wow. How have I never seen that before? That was a surprise. What a nice thing to see. Okay, so last one coming up. 1 second. Lovely smile. Wait, well, I'm not sure why she was smiling at me. Okay, so next one, last one, coming up. She was looking back to see where her husband was. There he is. She wasn't actually smiling at me. She's like, come on, dude. We're going to miss our flight or our train or whatever. Anyway, folks, there we are. There we have it. Number 71. The money shot. The Oxford and Cambridge Club. Lovely club. But yes, it's open at the weekends because they have accommodation. Okay? And those rates are very reasonable. To give you an example, a suite at a top London hotel would be anywhere north of £5,000 a night. 5, 10, 20, take your pick, depending on which hotel and the size of the suite. Here, Oxford and Cambridge Club, the best suite in the club, and it's a very nice suite, under £500 a night. How's about that, folks? So even though they charge an entry fee into the club, a couple of thousand and then a few thousand a year membership fee, you can make it back pretty damn quick just with a couple of nights staying, overpaying London local hotel prices. So yeah, definitely worth it just for that massive saving. Not to mention the fact that the restaurants and the bar are very, very, very reasonably priced at the O&C. Very reasonable. Bit of noise over here, folks, but we're almost at the end. I'll be quiet till we get past the noise. It's steel workers. Taking advantage of the closures. Look at this. Hoisting steel beams right up to the top. Imagine that kind of work on a day like today when it's flipping freezing. They've actually completely removed the rear of the building and put in this huge steelworks behind to retain the facade of the building. Isn't that extraordinary? Goodness me. I guess the front is listed. And to be honest, given where we are, Marlborough House, St James's Palace right in front of us, I would imagine that anything overlooking the palace is probably listed. Entrance to St James's Park, this is St James's Palace. I will very briefly show you while we're here, folks. Why? Because I don't actually remember us having seen this. It looks a little bit like the Tower of London, but it's not. St James's Palace. spectacular, isn't it, the architecture? Especially here, look at this. Wow. How's about that, eh? This is the third most popular tourist site in London. Buckingham Palace 1, Horseguards 2, here 3. This being the junior of the two palaces. And there it is. Isn't it wonderful? I mean, it really is quite a glorious thing to look at. I have no idea at all why the guards are not out. You can see the sentry boxes are both empty. But that's quite lovely, isn't it? Really. And notice it's devoid of tourists. It's just me, the security personnel, and that is it. What a rare treat, folks, to be up this close to the palace without a million tourists in front obscuring the view. It's a minor architectural wonder, isn't it, really, to look at it? And isn't it bizarre that we can walk from, you know, commercial London, okay, the gentlemen's clubs, Piccadilly, etc., Pall Mall, to here?
How are you?
I'm very good.
Thanks. Just so you know, we're going to do some police training in a minute.
Okay.
So,
So don't film.
yeah, just try and stay out there if you don't
No,
mind.
I've almost finished my video anyway.
There'll be lots of shouting and so
I thought you guys were coming out to arrest me. I was a bit scared for a second.
Just say we're doing some police training.
Okay, understood.
So, yeah, that's
I was
what it
wondering
is.
where the sentries are. No King's Guards.
No, not when he's not in residence, no.
Ah, I so rarely come along to this palace that I'm not quite as familiar with this as the rest of it. But beautiful with no tourists, though, isn't it?
Stunning, isn't it?
Hey,
Good day
have
to come today. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, guys. See you. Folks, there we are. I thought I was in trouble. I wasn't. They were just about to warn me that they're having police training. And of course, even though they didn't ask it, I could tell that they didn't want me to film. Absolutely fair enough. I will, of course, respect that. Head back to the way we came in. Pall Mall end. And then, boom. Today's video, folks, is done. Yep. Today's video is done. We got the architecture, we got it just in time before they close it all, kick everyone out for police training. I didn't know that they only had sentries at St James's Palace though when the monarch was in residence. I mean, it makes perfect sense. However, I'm nowhere near as familiar with the way things work here, as you know. Oh, I thought, oh, they are coming in here, look. Wow, we got a bit of everything, didn't we, today? I thought it's going to be a quiet morning, not many people out and about, but we really did get a little teeny weeny bit of every single thing we could have hoped for in today's video, and that was exceedingly lucky. But notice, folks, we have a lot of interaction with the police when we're out and about making the videos and so on. And yes, I'm filming, yes, I've got a camera, yes, I've got a pole. But you know what? They're always exceedingly polite, aren't they? They're incredibly thoughtful and polite of the reason that I'm doing it, as opposed to being kind of like, oh, you know, what are you doing? Or get out of here. That's one thing that I really do admire about the police. The diplomacy is extraordinary. They do a super job. And that, everybody, as our closing shot, is the absolute glory that is St James's Palace. Isn't it a wonder, eh? Notice Pall Mall is a street running to my left, whereas to the right it becomes Cleveland Row. Very British thing, that. The same street effectively ends up splitting in half, becoming two streets, even though realistically it's the same street. But there we are, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Our final shot is over, that spectacular clock at the front here. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, as usual, and hopefully so will the Kingsguards and the horses. But enjoy the weekend, and I'll be back in tomorrow's video. Out of here for now. Take it easy, folks. Bye bye bye.